What's up, guys? I'm Mike D'Antonio, founder and CEO of StockedUp, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. We have an amazing episode for you guys today. In this video, we're going to be giving our stock market predictions for the rest of this week. We're going to be talking about all these stocks that we are watching for the rest of this week and tomorrow. At the end of this video, we're going to be going over a $19.3 million options trade that expires this Friday. Then we're going to be talking about Zoom earnings and the crazy movement Zoom has had this week. And then we're going to talk a little bit about auto loans and how those are affecting the market and our everyday, our everyday lives right now. So we have a lot of great things to go over in this video. Make sure you watch to the end of this video. We're going to be going over all of the top plays and top options at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around. And if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe to see our daily stock market videos on your homepage every single day. And if you guys like this video, don't forget to like. So with that being said, Tom, how about that crazy move on Zoom this week?
Yeah, Zoom it's definitely moved crazy. Definitely on earnings right now as well. They had fantastic earnings. As reported, they're reporting it as blowout earnings. But as we can see, they did end up about 4% lower than they closed. So as we can see, earnings does bring some volatility into these stocks. And Zoom, we knew this was going to be volatile. And right now, the movement looks like it's going to hurt a lot of calls and puts right now, doesn't it, Mike?
Yeah, so Zoom has been a straight roller coaster all day long. You know, it fell at open, rose back up, shot up on earnings, and then fell back down, right? Crazy move. And the thing is that there was since Zoom was so volatile this week, it went from literally it went from $159. No, actually, no. It went from $179 to highs of $212.69. So it had a huge, just volatile week so far. And the thing is everyone was expecting that volatility to continue with earnings. And it did continue, but not the way everyone was expecting it to. People were expecting a huge move up or down for Zoom. And their options were crazy expensive because of this, but we didn't really get that huge move everyone was looking for. So if Zoom opens kind of in the range it is right now, anywhere from 195 all the way up to, I would say 220, anywhere in that range, the calls and the puts are going to be in the red, meaning that they're going to fall, at least on the weekly options chain, because Zoom just didn't move enough for earnings. So Tom, can you tell us a little bit more about, what's happening with Zoom right now, on their earnings and what's going on fundamentally?
Yeah, the biggest thing with Zoom is just really the virus has just allowed them to have so many more customers than they previously had. So obviously their face value is going up just based off of the customers, but also their outlook is very good as well. They are reporting at 20 cents per share right now, which is their total profits per share. It's looking like that they're going to be at 40 cents per share in the second quarter. And at the end of the year, they're looking to be at $1.21 per share, which is going to value their company at $1.7 billion. And I think that's really what investors are going to be looking at for the long term right here.
Yeah, I mean, just at the beginning of the year, Zoom was a $68 stock. Right now, it's a $208 stock, right? Their company exploded this year, like you said, because of the virus. But the thing is Zoom really worth what everyone is trading it at right now? Zoom, let me pull up an exact market capitalization on Zoom, but, you look at these great earnings numbers. Yes, they're making a lot of money right now, but are they really worth their current valuation? So I'm going to pull up their market cap right now. Personally, I think they're a bit overvalued. Yes, they are benefiting from the virus, right? It's helping them as a company. They're doing well as a company, but are they really, really worth right now their market cap is at $53 billion, okay? They're $53 billion. Are they really worth $53 billion? And in my opinion, no. I think I don't want to call it a pump and dump because it's not. It's not a pump and dump, but I do think they're overvalued. They have a lot of competitors. Like, I don't even know them all, but I know like Microsoft Teams. I think Google's competing with them. They have a lot of competitors, and just given the situation, I think they're overvalued. What do you think?
Yeah, me too. I think they're definitely overvalued. It's just one of those things where the hype just overtakes everything. And right now, the hype is overtaking this stock. And if the hype continues, which I don't think it's going to continue too much longer, if it continues, I think you'll see a very sharp decrease in price eventually, just like we've seen in Tesla in recent past, where whenever Tesla has shot up way too high, almost up to 1,000, see how sharply they spike down towards
Yeah.
$400, $350 levels. I think that's exactly what Zoom will do in the future.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And, obviously, we're just going to have to wait and see with that. But in terms of plays with Zoom, I definitely see call credit spreads is the best way to play it. So if you want to do it like on a weekly, like it depends where Zoom opens up tomorrow. But like, maybe selling like the 210 call, buying the 215 call for the weekly expiration, or maybe even going out till June 12th, the expiration next week, and selling like maybe the 225 call, buying the 230 call for a call credit spread. That's the safest way to play it, in my opinion. Basically, it's just a bet saying Zoom isn't going to keep exploding. So that's the safest way to play it, in my opinion. You could probably buy puts on it too, to be honest. It just depends on the morning. So it's hard to get a good forecast right now because it it's 6 o'clock on a Tuesday night. So we're not even close to opening right now for Zoom. So we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear in the morning, and we'll keep everyone posted in the Discord. You could join the Discord completely free for the first link in the description down below. But now we're going to talk about auto loans. So Wells Fargo, ticker symbol WFC, is worried about defaults, and they stopped making loans to independent car dealerships. So these are like mainly like used car dealerships, mainly. So I think this just tells us kind of more about what's going on fundamentally in the market right now and how banks are feeling. I don't think there's going to be a huge play off this. If anything, this would benefit Wells Fargo. But I think what this is telling us is banks are a little bit uncertain about what's going on. They obviously have a lot more data than any retail trader has. And I'm sure that with the pandemic and all the uncertainty in the market right now, I'm sure people stop paying their car payments. So I feel like that's a way to trim their losses. So I'm curious to see how this will affect our like everyday lives with just, auto loans.
Yeah,
So,
me too. I really have been interested in these banking stocks lately as well, especially considering Warren Buffett who did he just cut his position with? Goldman?
Goldman Sachs.
Yeah.
GS, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Buffett kind of got screwed on that. I mean, I wouldn't call it
Yeah, that's kind of funny. He cut his position and then they fly up.
Literally, he cut his position. 2 weeks later, the banking stocks fly up. I mean, it's, crazy stuff.
That goes to show you guys, not even the best people in the market can predict what happens.
Right, exactly. I love that. Like Warren Buffett's a man. He's worth like what, 85, 90 billion dollars. He's been trading the market for like 90 years. So, he has a lot of experience. He has all the connections, all the power, and all the money you can get, and he can't even time the market. So keep that in mind the next time you're trading, or you say, oh shoot, I sold and then the stock went up or whatever. Keep in mind that Warren Buffett can't even time it. So now on to the momentum plays for today. I'm about to list out about 7 different stocks that we are looking at for tomorrow. We are looking for all these stocks to continue their momentum. So the first stock is ARNA. Tom, what was the high today?
$68.40.
Okay, so what should we be looking at for a break tomorrow?
Look for it to break $68.50, and then it could move possibly up to 70 or 71.
Right. I mean, let me take a look. So I'm going to look at ARNA chart real quick. I mean, has a lot of momentum, great volume, up about 16% today. So if it does break the $68.50 level, it has a lot of potential. Might even be able to hit 72, 73 maybe. So we'll see what happens. But if it breaks $68.50, we'll be looking at this in a bullish sense. Then we have W.
Yep.
So W, what was the high today?
190, so watch for it to break 191.
191. So if it breaks 191, we'll be looking at this in a bullish sense. Then we have QCOM.
Qualcomm.
Yep.
Yep, I like Qualcomm. They had a solid high at 85 on the dot, so I would just watch one to break 85.
I'm telling you, Qualcomm is strong. Like I was watching it.
Yeah, very strong.
They are a strong company today. So I mean, they are a strong company, but I'm saying like it looks like a solid trade. They're mid-range on a 6-month chart, has good relative volume, up 6%, closing near the highs. Qualcomm could be a huge trade. So what should we be watching for a break?
Just watch for it to break $85. If it breaks, it could possibly move to $87.50, even $90 levels back up to the high up here at the resistance.
Yeah.
I love this trade. I love the technicals on it. They're trading right above that 100 SMA and just broke out of that channel today. I really love this.
Qualcomm's looking really solid right now. We have to wait for that break of the high though. So you guys heard Tom. Then we have PTON.
Yep. Peloton. That's funny. They're doing very well during the virus as well.
So I can see
them to break $50.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that $50. So if it breaks 50, look for bullish sentiment. Then we have SQ Square.
Yep. Square, watch for them to break 89.
89. You guys heard Tom. Then we have Dow, DOW.
Dow Chemical breaking 42.
42. And then last but not least, we have BABA.
Alibaba. I like this one too. I'd watch for them to break 215.
Yep, same here. So you guys heard Tom. So if it breaks the prices we listed, we'll be looking at it in a bullish sense. If it doesn't, we won't be playing it at all. So now, guys, we're going to be talking about the $19.3 million options trade that happened today that expires this week, June 5th. We're looking at Tesla. We're looking at the Tesla 950 strike calls that expire this week, June 5th. Someone put about $19.3 million in this trade. And guys, don't get confused on this. It really, really looks like they are shorting this option. These options are far out of the money. Tesla right now is sitting at about $880. So this option's about, $70 out of the money. Expires this week. There's a ton of money in it. Really, really looks like they are shorting this option. With that being said, if you want to piggyback off this, you can short the Tesla 950 calls or do like a call credit spread around that area, or you could buy puts, but it's a little bit more risky to buy puts. So keep that in mind. And now we're going to answer your guys' questions. So I'm going to load them up right now. We have DDs. When you say it's a $5.3 million play, is that the total amount people have invested into it at that strike price? Yes, it is. Thank you for the comment. And then we have King saying, talking about martial law and businesses, how that could affect the market in a bearish way. Yeah, I mean, it definitely can. The market's up this week, so it doesn't look like the riots and everything have affected the market too much. So keep that in mind. We have Matt saying, OMG, ZS took off. I got scared and pulled out. It shot up majorly after I got out of the trade. So yeah, ZS had a hell of a week or hell of a day yesterday and then even on Friday, but took a little bit of a beating today. Then we have Wall Street Thug saying work earnings on Friday. I'm tempted to hold through earnings. I'll hedge this time though. Yeah, hedging can always be good. Work also has good momentum. Kind of looks like what are we talking about? Kind of looks like Zoom. Had a big run up, but actually looks just like Zoom actually on a 6-month chart. Like it has like the two big green candles and then has like the red doji at the top. You see or green. Yeah.
It does.
We have Jay saying stocked up watch lists are A1, guaranteed winners on each list. Keep it up, guys. Thanks. Thank you, Jay. Then we have Blake saying thank you for the interest. IYR was at $77 with the 82 strike call and the 76 strike put at the July 17th expiration. Let me see. Both had increased volume last week. I know a lot of people are bearish on the real estate market, but today IYR went up. So now I'm even more curious on the input Y. So let me take a look. IYR was at $77 with the 82 strike call with the, the July. So 82 call, let's take a look. 82 call. So I'm pulling it up right now. It is important to know that there is unusual options activity on both the calls and the puts. So they can be what's called like strangling this, meaning that they think the stock can go make a big move in the up direction or down direction. And that's kind of what it looks like right now. And yeah, I mean, if anything, I would piggyback off the 82 calls for July 17th. Like that position's clearly doing well for them. And if I was going to trade IYR, I'm not. But if I was, I would go with the 82 calls for July. Okay, and then we have Slow and Steady saying, hi guys, thanks for the play on Tesla today. I sold a ton of bull credit spreads with June 5th expiration. And he's deep in the green on all these. Let me see. So Tesla battery day. And my account looks great, due in part to you guys and the statistical modeling and unusual options. I highly recommend membership, and I paid for my membership multiple times over the past month. Thanks. So thank you so much for that comment. Stat modeling's been doing really good, and especially the play today. I'm not going to name it because we will cover that later in the week after the play already played out, but it's looking really, really good today after close. I'm very excited. We have Max saying, thanks guys. I see the market went down and recovered. So we'll see how they go tomorrow. Hopefully the president, hot air will fuel the markets now that he has gotten it out. LOL, need momentum, push tomorrow. I got some 23 puts on Bank of America also. So thank you for the insight. Yeah, Bank of America had a doji today. Looks 50-50. We have Ape saying, hey guys, I have a question about taxes. Do I have to pay taxes on every trade or only if I withdraw the money from my portfolio? So it works like this. So it's like a year-to-year basis. If you make money at the end of the year, they take how much you made and they tax you off that. So like if you lose money, there's no tax, right? Because you lost money. But if you make money, that's when the taxes happen. And you just pay it like at the end of the year, like after like everything's added up and everything like that. So Louis said Tesla will go back down tomorrow when the bulls cash in their call options. Don't forget Elon said the stock was overvalued at $750 and nothing's changed. It's due for a correction. So it's a good point, how Elon said the stock was overvalued on, what was that? I think that was on the April 30th, something like that. So yeah, good insight on there. Tesla definitely fell today, so good call. We have Matt saying, I can't get over ZS. It took off. It really did. We have Elijah saying, great analysis, Mike and Tom. This week has been a break-even week for me. Been letting fake outs rob me of huge gains. ZM was definitely a fake out for me. Ha. Yeah, Zoom was just crazy. Straight roller coaster all week. We have Ronnie saying, great video, guys. Tesla was nuts. A good call by Tom. I owe him a soda. Good comment, Ronnie. And then we have Partha saying, thanks for another great episode, Mike and Tom. I want your opinion on credit spreads. A lot of people like it, but it somehow never worked for me. Either hard to close or price moves opposite direction close to expiry. More so, it seems pinpointing an entry point for a long position and riding it out for a momentum makes more sense and make money consistently. Do you agree or have any comments? I would love your feedback. So Partha, credit spreads are my bread and butter. Like that's like my go-to. It's my best strategy. Like it's highest win rate, everything like that. However, in this market, the credit spreads the opportunities not been available. So before the whole Corona craziness, credit spreads were doing amazing, like amazing. There are some opportunities with credit spreads, but they're more scarce, so we kind of have to wait. We have to wait to get them, you know what I mean? So like there's like before the Corona, I would have like 2 credit spread plays per week. Now I probably get like 1 credit spread play for each week. One credit spread play for every 2 weeks. Sorry. So there's just less good opportunities, but if I do see one, it will be posted in the statistical modeling channel under the premium selling channel. So everyone who has stat modeling will get that. We have Hunter saying, awesome video, guys. Since coronavirus has left the headlines, do you think that'll negatively impact some of the biotech stocks that have gone up due to all the coronavirus news? So I think partially, they are hype plays. They mainly ran up because of the hype. I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to crash them, but I do think it will have some negative impacts. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, I think some of the lower price ones like Moderna, like mRNA, I think some of those ones are going to get hurt a lot more than the ones like Abbott that were already kind of, signified in there, kind of like Cigna and Abbott, how they were already established in the healthcare market.
Right.
But I think that the other companies that were kind of pumps, kind of like Moderna and some of the other ones, I think those ones will fall more.
Yeah, I completely agree with Tom. You have like a stock like Moderna that took off because Corona. Those ones will probably get impacted more than the ones. Then we have solid companies like Abbott, ABT. So that's great insight by Tom, and I totally agree. We have Louis saying Zoom is overvalued and will rally tomorrow. Then correct on Wednesday. Buy your Zoom put options tomorrow afternoon and cash them in on Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, Zoom. Let's see. Zoom was up a little bit today. That's good. A little bit of a doji, but down in after hours. So great call. We have Angie. It was super nice. It was super awesome to see Tesla almost reach $900. Keep up the amazing work, guys. So thank you so much for that comment, Angie. We really appreciate it. Then we have Nicholas with the fire sign. So shout out to Nicholas for the awesome thumbnail on yesterday's video and today's video. Huge shout out and awesome job. And then we have Joe saying, looks like Nike will continue to go up according to my option alerts. I like CTAS to the upside. BABA, CTVA, and Square are on fire. So let's take a look. CTAS, yeah, they're doing pretty good. Let's take a look.
The daily looks way better.
Nike also doing good. Yeah, they all look pretty solid. Square's hot. Baba's hot. Solid plays. Thanks for sharing them. So, yeah, Nike, CTAS, Baba, CTVA, and Square. Awesome job, Joe. And then we have Brian saying, I am confused by what you mean by watching a stock in a bullish sense. I know what a bull and bear market are, but I don't get how knowing the stock will go down helps us out, because I would buy a stock knowing it will go up, but knowing it goes down will help us in what ways? ? So Brian, you can make money if a stock goes up. You can make money if a stock goes down. You can make money if a stock goes sideways. You can make money if a stock goes either way. Any prediction that you have with any type of stock, you can make money off that. You just have to play it a different way. So for example, let's say we think Square is going to go up. We can buy the stock. We can buy calls on it, which is a type of option. But to answer your question, if we say we are looking at a stock in a bullish sense, that means we think that the stock is going to go up. So for example, with some of the momentum plays, like BABA for one of them. So if you can pull that up, Tom, BABA. So we have BABA. We are looking at this in a bullish sense. We think it is more than likely to go up if it breaks the $215 we mentioned, if it breaks that level, right? But if we say we're looking at a stock in a bearish sense, we think the stock is more than likely to go down. So we can profit off this by buying calls, which is a type of option, or buying puts, which is a type of option, or we can even short the stock, or that's for the downside, or we could buy the stock if we think it's going to go up. So there's a ton of different ways to make money on any sense or prediction you have for a stock. We have Mike saying, I believe VTIQ will be huge next week. So let's take a look at VTIQ real quick. They're down about 7% today, but if they have some news, absolutely, they have a huge trend. We have X, awesome comment, and we have Sheriff saying, you said JP Morgan put 96 is a buy put. Yep, so we were talking about buying the puts. And then we have Mason, amazing video, and that's that. So Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, anything for today's video?
Yep, the last thing I wanted to go over was some oil plays. I do love the moves on crude oil lately. Crude just keeps killing it, guys, and they did break above the resistance of 36, and I really like them to the upside. Some calls on stocks like BP could play out very well. They're breaking right above my triangle right now in after hours, so I'll definitely be watching stocks like BP and ExxonMobil tomorrow.
Yep, solid play. So I just want to thank all you guys so much for watching this video. The YouTube channel has been exploding lately, and that's because of all you guys who are liking the video. So if you guys learned something from this video or just enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. I just want to thank you guys so much for doing that. I just want to thank everyone who is leaving a comment. It really helps grow the YouTube channel, and at the same time, you guys get your questions answered live. And with that being said, if you guys are new to this show, don't forget to subscribe to see our daily stock market videos every single day on your homepage. We share exactly what stocks we're looking at, go over the current market news and everything like that. So if you guys have any questions or anything, let us know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe. Other than that, thanks for watching.